Hello everybody, I'm Ixical, and in this video I'm going to show you how to make cool thumbnails like this one, and even this one. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel as I embark on this wonderful adventure of creativity. So let's get started. First, we can have a look at a few thumbnails that I've made in the past, like this one. This one's pure composition, and this one is not pure composition. It's terrible. This one's a much better one that I did very recently for the Blues Better Monsters resource pack. It's a tutorial and it's basically built up of many layers, and I'll show you how to make these things. Lots of different pictures going on and a wonderful AI painting in the background, which I know some of you are a little bit against, but I like using them. It's not a cheat sheet. I can't paint as good as that. All I can do is put the assets together like this. I am an artist. I'm pretty good at art, but sometimes I need a little bit of help. So, you know, if you don't like the AI, I'm so sorry, but I do use it sometimes. So let's have a look at what we need. The first thing we need to make a thumbnail is a green screen in-game. Now this is my first resource pack. I've made that myself. All it does is change a sea lantern into a green screen block. You can download it at the top. It's completely free and on CurseForge. Set the download going, and once you've downloaded it, it's now in your downloads folder. Now what we need to do is move it. So here, look, I've got my downloads folder and my resource folder. Just drag it in, and now I've got this wonderful resource pack ready to use. This is a standard sea lantern. You can see here as I place them, they're just kind of boring, aren't they? Go into options and resource packs, enable the one we've just installed. That's my one, by the way. I'm really happy with that. Done, and there it is. I've got myself a green screen that I can build. Now, when you're building these things, there are a few different ways of doing it. You could build it in a creative world, or you could build it like I'm doing here, just in some random world. Make it large enough so you can cut out what you're wanting to work on. See, so I've got a picture of me there. If I print screen, I can grab that and then I can use that in Photoshop. Or if you want to be fancy, you can use the EasyNPC mod to place in an NPC. Now, I've done a lot about this EasyNPC. You can change the skin, change it to a player, type in a name or an URL or one that you've already downloaded. Once you've done that, the NPC is standing rather healthily. You can actually reposition them, change the objectives as well, so they're not looking at you like this. Disable that, go back, and now you can pose her. Look, she's not looking at me anymore. That's pretty good. So you can actually move her where you want her to be. You can use pose. If you click on custom or advanced, you can move each individual arm. So I kind of want to have her looking like she's flying, tilt the head a little bit. Pretty good. Yep. But she's still standing. You could take a screenshot of that and use that in Photoshop. That's always a good idea. Or what we could do is change her rotation. So what I'm going to do is first disable the shaders pack. Once you disable the shaders pack, it doesn't have any weird colors on it. It's a little bit crisper, if you get me. I do quite like the shaders packs, but not when I'm making thumbnails. I try to make it as crisp as possible. So go back into the options menu, and then you can change her rotation. Basically, I'll just check a few different assets on the pose. I'm happy with that. But the rotation, I do need to change. So you could change the position like this, move her into the air a little bit. That looks pretty good. She'll always kind of rotate a bit. That's fine. It's just for an example. Go back in again and change the rotation. This can be a little bit fiddly. Sometimes it's a bit difficult to choose the exact angle. As you can see, I kind of messed it up. I might need to reset those, but you can see that you can change her to be any way you want for your thumbnail. You can make it look like she's posing with a fist in the air, like she's flying, crouching, sitting on a chair, all different kinds of things for your thumbnails. That looks pretty good. I've got a flying position. I'm very happy with that, but I can still see a shadow underneath. So if you don't have shaders, you go into the options menu, then video, and disable entity shadows. There you go, gone. Pretty good. If you've got sodium installed, it's a little bit different. Here with sodium on, options, video settings, then you go click entity shadows under quality. Once you've done that, you might need to have some kind of image for your build. This is Mitsumara City. I've built all of this myself using the usual mod and a handful of other mods like the Cockrycot mod. I'm going to try and find something, maybe the 7-Eleven. I've already completed all of these builds and I have thumbnails for them. Maybe I can use my house. That's this yellow one right next to the Pixel Palace. All you want to do is basically find a good compositional element that you want to capture. So maybe I want to get this bit here. I could take a screenshot of this, Yeah, that looks pretty good. You could go a bit lower, have a frog-eyed view, something horror, I don't know. That looks pretty good as well. Architectural side like that, to get a bit more of the city in. Could take a screenshot of that. Whatever you want. You could also isolate the image or the building with Axiom mod, and then you could paste that in to Photoshop, as I'm going to show you in a minute. Once you've got the picture of the person and the picture of your build, you can get on with actually making a thumbnail. Maybe I want it there, look, I quite like the perspective on that. Let's go into Photoshop and start a new project. You have to make the thumbnail 1280 by 720 pixels. That's a good thumbnail size. And if you don't have Photoshop, don't worry about it. You can download something like GIMP or other open source software completely free. This one's actually also completely free. I torrented it, but don't tell anyone. Here, what you can do is change the size of the screenshots. I quite like the look of that one. That's pretty good. If you're not happy with the composition of it, you can always change it and add more elements. Go back into the game, get another screenshot, maybe this one. I'll pop that one in. That looks a little bit better, especially if I'm focusing on the house on the left. Scale it down a little bit. That's always good to put it like that. This is what I do for every thumbnail I make. Then you can have a look at which bits you want. Maybe you prefer this one. I like that. Select everything, cut it, and then delete the layer behind it. That way you don't have any of the fluff. Let me just show you. Here, there's stuff around it, like around the edge. I don't want that. So you can delete that layer or disable it and enable that one, and you only have everything within that box, if that makes sense. Good. Now what you can do is press Ctrl and U and bring up the saturation a bit. Not too much, not too much. I don't want to mislead people. It's not that colorful in the game. Well, it can be, but with shaders, but that's pretty good. Now what you can do is double click that layer, go on to Inner Glow, and then on Inner Glow, you can basically give it a nice shine. Make it a nice black one. Bring up the range. Change this color to white. Not black, I want white. And then you change this to color dodge. Yep, that's cool. Bring down the range a little bit. And I've got a nice, interesting design around the frame of this thumbnail. I'm quite happy with that. That looks pretty good. Once you've got the basic composition down, we can maybe add that person we had from before. So here I've just opened up one of the videos that I've already saved, and I'm just going to screenshot where I want the pose of this person. Do a screenshot of that. Once you've got it, go back into Photoshop, select the area you want of the person, cut it, delete the other stuff, get my layers bar back up, for some reason it kept deleting it, get the magic wand and just select the green screen area that you want to delete. Once you've deleted that, you've basically isolated the NPC that we want kind of flying. Rotate her a bit, flip her if you want to, move her to where you want her to be, just like that. Nice big happy smiley face. Then you can go into this setting again, do another outer glow. If you want to have a white line, that would be good. Maybe I could try a blue line, just like the sky. I think that looks pretty good. Change the range and the size of it if you want to. Maybe change the color settings. A little bit blurry is good. I like that. There's a few details at the top I want to remove. Those sort of weird spikes. So get the eraser and just remove those spiky bits. Yeah, there's one more at the top, but I think that might be the building in the background. Either way, I think that thumbnail looks okay now. So head over to Blockbench. This is an open source free piece of software. Get yourself a plugin called the Minecraft Title Generator. It's in the list. I've already got it installed, so no worries there. Click on that one once you've got it, and then we can actually start making a title. It's there, look, Minecraft title. Click it, start a new title. Type in the words that you want, and you can do many of these. So I'm going to go with Japanese first. Choose whether you want to have top, bottom, or small, and then just click next. Once you click next, you get a choice of different colors that you want. I'm just going to choose a standard white one. If you want to have something tileable, maybe you could choose wool or terracotta. It really does depend on your preferences. That one's pretty good, but it's too blue. So here, I'm just going to choose a few, maybe that one, this one here. That looks cool, I like that one. Again, there's lots of choices here, and you can even make your own gradient if you want to, but I'm just going to choose that because it looks good. Give it an outline, it gives it a nice cartoony style outline. However you want it to look, you can decide. Click next, you can change the hue or the opacity. I don't tend to bother with that, but you can see it changes the colors just a little bit. Click next and then finish. There we go. Now you can rotate it just by clicking and dragging. Pretty interesting effects there if you want to. I kind of like it like that. just standard. Click on this double T's thing in the corner and make another one. Go back to text and change it to amazing. Here you can change this one as well. Maybe I want to do a different one. I don't want to use the same one. Yeah, I'm going to use something like planks or wood. Let's have a look. That does look pretty good. I do like the beach one. It's all trial and error. So I like this, planks. Some of them have different choices. You see all those planks loaded up? I like the standard one. I'm going to click finish. Now it's inside the other one, so you can move it by selecting the green line. You can move it across with the red and back a bit with the blue one, I think. So it says amazing Japanese. Now I need the next word, houses. Yep, that'll do. Click next, and then I'm going to go with the standard one. Maybe use this one, just the one I did before. Paste it here. Now I've got it. Now you can click view, screenshot model, and save it. And you can drag it into Photoshop. It's a PNG file. Put it anywhere you want that you think looks good. Composition is the key. Absolutely. If you don't like it as well, then maybe it's not worth doing. But composition is the key, and it certainly helps with thumbnail design. You see, this picture in the corner now is getting dominated by those words, and I actually think the words are more important. But during my designing and my learning, I've realized that YouTube likes to see thumbnails with shocked, surprised, stupid faces. I don't like it. I really don't like it. I want to use cartoon stuff. But that's the rule. Again, you can change the outlines of some of these. I've got this nice color dodge outline, amazing Japanese houses. One problem is I've kind of gone over the house itself, so the composition is a little bit dead here. So I'm moving that across a little bit, as you can see. Again, it's all trial and error, perspective, and composition. That's all you've got to realize. Colors are also very important. That's why I'm trying to use bright colors. Scale out a bit so you can see it. Maybe you can change the saturation on different things. It's entirely up to you. In the bottom corner, I'm just going to use some standard text that says build tutorial. Change it to black, put it in the corner, about here. People see those extra details when they're clicking the thumbnails. Change it to outer glow. I want to have a normal one and white. That looks good. To change the range down a bit and bring the size down, and now it says build tutorial. If you want to, you can switch those colors. White on the inside like that with a black border. So go back in, change the outer glow to black, and there we go. That looks a bit fetching, a bit better, doesn't it? Now if you want to, you can change the picture of the person in the corner to be you. So here, look, I've got a picture of me in a previous thumbnail. It looks stupid, a really stupid picture. I hate doing it, I really do, but people click these things apparently. At least YouTube says that. Put that in and put my face in. Move me across a little bit. I'm shocked. I'm very happy about it. I guess there's some kind of emotion. Remove the little bits of green screen that I've left from before. Yeah, so there's me. I'm looking shocked and happy at the same time. And that thumbnail we can test on this website. It's called Thumbnail AI Checker. With that, you can basically drag in your thumbnail and it will rank it and give it a score. The score for this particular piece is 4. That's fair. I've got worse than that, and I've got lots of views with them, and I've got more than that and got less views with them. So take it and leave it, but it's a handy tip. If you want to, you can use AI to create pictures too. This is Doubao. It's a very powerful AI software from China. I give it a prompt to create a picture. Basically, I want to create something with Japanese houses in it. Once it's designing it, you have to wait a bit, maybe 2 or 3 minutes. Then it's designed this picture. It looks pretty good, actually, and they're fairly representative to the pictures I've got. Paste that in. It's not me, it's kind of me, and it's not the pictures I've built in the video, so it could perhaps be a little bit misleading, so be careful with that. You don't want to mislead people. You don't want to show them a picture of fruit and then be building tanks, do you? So it's kind of like that here. I have built those houses, but not exactly like this. Check this one. Let's see what score we get. This one's given me poor this time. Now that's bad. However, I have done another one with AI pictures and the same techniques, and I got 10. So who knows? And whether people watch that video, I don't know. If this video has helped you though, subscribe to my channel, send me a comment if you need any help with it, and maybe you can send me a super thanks and support me on Ko-fi. I hope this video has helped. I'm EasyNPC To, and I'll see you next time.